think it should be okay. And I have notes on the owners. I'll go bring if you want, like the history of the like. I have like the whole paragraphs on the owners of each team. Yeah. Hello. 1, 2, 3. Should I go to the? Yeah. Should I go to the pitch actually first? Okay. I'll need like a thumbs up if it works. Hello. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Huh? In my bag. It should be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to the CBTF US Premier League, America's newest and most entertaining cricket league. I'm gonna have to worry about the wind. Okay. A community-first, grassroots-driven movement with tech-assisted scalability. From real-time to NTF to the metaverse, a complete 360-degree approach which comes to cricket, which kickstarts today. But do you think you should just stay steady, or do you want to move on? I feel like you need to stay steady because usually, and then if I move, then you can move or something. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're just checking the angles. Okay. And then am I good standing here? Move back or anything? Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Mostly. Okay. But can you see a little bit of the background or no? Okay. 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 Welcome to the CBTF US Open Premier League, where the grassroots driven, community first movement has started. Now, when we come to this field, we're at the SUNY Purchase Cricket Fields. From real time to the NFTs to the metaverse, a complete 360-degree approach when it comes to cricket kickstarts today. This is the SUNY Purchase Cricket Fields where all the matches will be taking place. I want to thank the sponsors, especially our principal sponsor, CBTF, who are the fastest, most reliable news updates for cricket. They're also most reliable when it comes to gaming and prediction. Thank you to our associate sponsor, MTR. The next game, unfortunately, because of the morning, we did have a washout that's going to be transferred to tomorrow morning. So the second game of the day is going to be starting between the Florida Sharks and the NJ Titans. I want to introduce our commentary team, Lenny Archibar and Nikhil Uttamchandi. Over to you at the comm box.
Start to the CBTF USPL. Lenny, how excited are you for the tournament? Of course, first matchup, the New Jersey Titans up against the Florida Sharks.
Thank you, Nikhil. Welcome to sunny Purchase out in the state of New York. We are in the county of Westchester, and of course, the village is Harrison. Absolutely delighted to be here, Nikhil. We're beginning to see a beginning of a tournament that will last for the next 4 days. Already, we've seen one match get taken out because of weather conditions, as you can see on your screen, back and forth. But the weather has played a little bit of havoc here. But play will start in about maybe 10 or 15 minutes from now.
Yeah, conditions will be very important. Obviously, in a tournament like this, you've got two teams who don't know what to expect in terms of the first games of the tournament. So a lot in terms of setting the tone. Both teams have got a lot of firepower as well in terms of the Titans and Sharks. Interesting to see how combinations change, etc. with in terms of the toss as well, which we're going to get to very soon with our very good friend Roshni in the middle.
Yeah.
But a lot at stake, Lenny.
Yes, Nikhil, the toss will certainly be important. These couple of first games will set the tone of the tournament, and I think we're ready with Roshni.
We're here live at the toss where I have the NJ Titans versus the Florida Sharks. I have with me the skipper from NJ Titans, Raj Bhavsar, and the skipper for the Florida Sharks, Kirk Thompson, with the umpire coordinator, Danny Khan, and his umpire crew. We will be playing only 15 overs a side, so make sure you note of that. So we will be doing the toss, and NJ Titans have the coin. Heads is the call. So Florida Sharks have won the toss and will be bowling first. So what was your decision behind that?
I think they had a bit of rain around last night. It's overcast. The ground is a bit damp. Music conditions to the best of our ability. It should be hard for them to score. And when it dries up a bit more, then we have an easier time batting.
And how do you feel about the side you've brought?
We feel pretty good. We got a lot of experience. We got CPL players like Christopher Barnwell, APL players like Javon Searles. We have Rajanana, myself, Garanchu. So we have a very well-balanced squad. So we're looking forward to the tournament.
Yeah, we definitely know, even your vice captain, being one of the top run scorers in the minor league. So all the best to you and the team. Thank you. So Raj, what would you have done if you had won the toss?
I would have bowled as well, considering the overcast conditions, and it rained last night, so it was on the options anyway. But it's fine. We have the batting lineup, we have the firepower, so it's not a big deal. Toss just because you won the toss doesn't mean you win the game.
And I mean, when we talk about your side, right, you have Unmuk Chand, he's been scoring runs all around. So what do you think about your side?
We have Unmukt, of course. His experience is definitely going to count in this team. And we also have some local firepower as well. So it's not that we may not have CPL players, but we also have good crew.
Yeah, I mean, always local talent always helps as well. And how do you feel, being here at the USPL?
It feels great. It's very well organized. The outfields and the pitch and everything looks great. So looking forward to playing it now.
Well, thank you and all the best. So you've heard it here. The Florida Sharks have won the toss and will be bowling first. Over to the comm box.
Well, there you have it, Lenny. Very interesting decision. I think probably one we expected. The Titans winning the toss, the Florida Sharks winning the toss. Kirk Thompson, the captain, leading a West Indian unit. You'll know about a lot of those names, and bowling first, overcast conditions. Your thoughts?
Yes, Nikhil. We will be seeing the likes of Christopher Barnwell, who's going to be a key man here. But certainly, I think the decision going into the batting, nothing is wrong with the wicket. The wicket has been thoroughly covered, and it was cautiously removed from the ground staff, just making sure that not an inch of water is seeped onto the pitch. And so in terms of what is out there from a 22 yards perspective, I think we should be seeing a very good wicket, very placid, very flat, with an outfield that could play a little bit slow. I think that factors into the decision by Kirk Thompson, who has played at the CPL level.
Well, in terms of you look around at the atmospheric conditions, obviously with that rain around, you've got the overcast. You look at the team rosters there for the Florida Sharks. Thompson will lead from the front, but as you said, they've got the likes of Barnwell, who's taken, some 15 wickets in the minor league of 2021 minor league. They've got Raj Nanan, who bowls his left arm spin up front. A lot of different options that Thompson can go to, and I expect, a good decision, I think, in the end, with overcast conditions to bowl first.
And also not forgetting Javon Searles is in this side, so he has played at the top level, and that's the New Jersey Titans for you, led by Raj Bhavsar, one of the top local all-rounder, bowls very good leg spin. But look at number 3, Unmuk Chand, with a bit of international flair and certainly junior experience. He's going to be a key man here, and you go down the line, lots of local talent. So we're in for a cracker here in the first game of the USPL.
Well, you mentioned that Unmuk Chand name, and I think obviously the Titans, will be looking and searching for individual performances, but more than just Chand, I think it's a fantastic opportunity for a lot of local cricketers in this USPL to have the chance to learn from someone with international experience. Obviously, the former India under-19 captain would have just played in the Big Bash at the end of 2021 for the Melbourne Renegades. So Unmuk Chand brings, a plethora of his experiences into a tournament like this, and I think these local players and local talent will relish the opportunity to spend time around someone like that. We're just waiting for the Titans to take the field. They're in the huddle at the moment as we speak, and really, Lenny, it should be a very exciting, day of cricket. Very happy as well that we got action after some early rain.
Yes, Nikhil, you're right on that. And just outside of the U.S. national setup and certainly the international setup, these are the players, probably 5-10 years down the line, is going to be factored into the U.S. national setup, their international engagement. So, and it's very important for the local players to make a name for themselves. The USPL will give them a platform to get that going here today. So Cork Thompson have won the toss, and they have elected to bowl Florida Sharks and New Jersey Titans. Brian Kane and umpire Ron McFarland, the two umpires. Very experienced umpire Brian Kane and Ron McFarland. Ron McFarland have umpired at the West Indies regional level in junior games. And Brian Kane, American-born umpire who's beginning to make a name for himself as they take the long walk out to the middle. So we're expecting a cracker of a game. And this game, of course, this ground is situated on the college campus of Purchase University. And we're just about, 23 miles out of Midtown, New York. And so we're in for a cracker. New venue, new experience, some old faces in the mix. We're expecting 4 days of entertaining cricket.
Well, Lenny, before we even get to the cricket, we can't, it would be unjust of me to not highlight the fact that today's your birthday. Happy birthday to you, Lenny. Great day to have your birthday on the start of such a fantastic tournament.
Thank you, Nikhil, and I'm delighted to be here. Thank you very much.
So you've got the birthday boy next to me, but really and truly, best present he could ever ask for is a fantastic game of cricket. Let's hope we can have that. I think you look at these two teams, the Titans especially, with that youth, young talent packed around Unmuk Chan, will have a tough task against one of the strongest teams in the tournament. I look at the Sharks, and because of that influx of international talent, the Javon Searles, Christopher Barnwell, Rajnan, and those three names alone, you see them around the circuit in the U.S., they've really done well and dominated these last 2 years, so I expect them to bring that extra bit of experience. I'm very interested, though, Lenny, and something you can touch on a bit more, the conditions, because it's my first real experience in sort of the New York conditions, but I haven't really seen a lot of cricket played in the city of New York.
Well, you're right on that, Nikhil. This is a brand new venue. We haven't seen matches out here at a Premier League level. We have seen probably some local matches with the Westchester Cricket Club, but out of that, we're beginning to see a new ground, new tournament, new experience, as we see Raj Nanan has been given the ball. So leg spin to start, and we'll wait to see who the openers are. But we're all ready and waiting here, and we're coming to you live from the state of New York.
Yeah, should be a cracking game. You've got Raj Nanan, who I think has been massively impressive with that new ball. Both his left arm spin, but what he's able to do is just apply pressure in that power play, especially in the first 2 overs. He tends to bowl 2 over spells, and if he can do that and pick up a couple early wickets, one maybe even Unmuk Chan, who obviously I expect to bat pretty early. They want to maximize the power play. Don't be surprised. We haven't seen the batters walk out to the middle yet, but I think probably in the best interest of the Titans to allow your best batsman to bat as many overs as possible. I would like to see Chan, at the top of the order for this Titans team.
Yes, Nikhil, and one of the things we have seen in T20 cricket in recent time, the importance of bowlers that turns the ball away from a predominantly right-hand batting side on any cricket team. And the likes of Raj Nanan or any quality leg spinner comes into good reckoning. And Raj Nanan, a quality all-rounder, and he will be a key man here. Still waiting for the openers to walk to the middle with the news. The Titans have been sent in. Titans led by Raj Bafsar, and Florida Sharks led by Cork Thompson. So we're all set for one, certainly the opening game of the tournament, and this one promises to be a cracker of an event.
Yeah, 4 days jam-packed action coming to you across, this USPL first edition. But I really think, just seeing the organization, the production, and all the work that's gone into this tournament, really do expect to produce some exciting action and hopefully be around for many years to come.
Yes, Nikhil, a production like this doesn't happen overnight. I know there have been months and weeks and days into planning, and in fact, leading up to this tournament in the last couple of days, we have seen tremendous work done by the production team. These are makeshift production houses being built and tents being set up, so it's not easy to maneuver with a system like that. But I think the gentleman has done a tremendous job in getting this tournament to a tech level, and we are just expecting some great cricket here at at Sonny College ground.
Yeah, we just saw a brief image in terms of the atmospheric conditions. You can see that cloud around, and that was actually a brilliant image of the trees as well, because you see that slight wind across, a slight breeze blowing across the venue. I think all of that will come into play. Rajnanan is someone that gets drift with the new ball, so a bit of breeze, a bit of extra help could pose another challenge. The opener is going to make their way out now finally, and it can confirm Unmuk Chan is one. So looking to maximize Raj Basar, probably smartly in the end. After losing the toss, asked about first, you want your best players coming to the middle, and Chan is a player who can really adapt to any situations. He's shown it in the minor league, scoring the most runs, and of course with his tremendous experience across all levels, I expect him to be one of the main ones to watch in this tournament.
So the opening batters, they make their way out to the middle. We're just moments away from the first ball of the USPL opening game. Well, in fact, this should have been game number 2. Game number 1 has been abandoned. Team will share points, Nikhil, but this one is up and running. Titans taking on Sharks in what could be a very, very interesting encounter. Unmuk Chan comes out.
Yeah, Kurt Thompson will have to be very precise in terms of his field setting as well. You want to get Rajnanan into the attack, but to maximize him in this power play, never easy for a spinner to bowl with just 2 outside the circle. You've got to be very precise with your field setting, and I want him to set attacking fields as well. Look to take wickets early, and obviously you want to start the tournament well, set the tone, and I think Rajnanan is the right move at the top of the order with that newer ball. He's proven it time and time again, regardless of the teams he's played for, that he can do this job. But to Chan, a different task and challenge, of course.
So Srikant Kadiri will be the man on strike. He has come out here with Unmuk Chan. We get the signal from umpire Ron McFarlane, and Raj Bafsar is ready to go.
So really interesting field set. I see he's got this deep mid-wicket on the boundary. First delivery of the USPL. Very quick through the air, Rajnanan. Doesn't give you too much time to think, Lenny, as a left-arm spinner in this power play. Varies, though, his pace so well.
Well, leg spinners over time, Nikhil, in modern T20 cricket has become darter of the ball. So expect some quick ones from Rajnanan.
Yeah, good length, good challenging length, especially with the field he's got. He can afford to be very straight. He's got a deep mid-wicket in place. Looking for the other fielder outside the circle. I think the deep mid-wicket is the only one that he's got, so not opting to use both in terms of on the boundary in this first 6.
Yeah, the pressure of bowling tidy balls at the top of the order. Things get going here for the Titans. Off the bat of Kadiri, and brings the big man, Unmuk Chan. Is he a classy player or what? We've seen him so many times having represented India. Well, he comes in here. He's going to be a key man here.
So Thompson's actually set the long on and the deep mid-wicket in terms of the 2. So it tells you about the length and sort of the line as well from Nanan. Very straight, pretty much expected in the power play. Want to keep things very tight and allow the pressure from dot deliveries to build up and lead you to wicket-taking opportunities. Don't want to force anything too early.
You started well, just 1 or 3 balls. This has been quality stuff so far from Rajnanan. And you get the feeling this could test how good Rajnanan is. Unmuk Chan is all class.
So Thompson just having a word with him. Javon Searles at long on. Sorry, Searles having a word with him. Searles comes in with a lot of experience as well, playing at the CPL level for the Trinbago Night Riders. So he will know how to operate in the T20 side. And he's actually played a lot of cricket in New York as well recently, in recent times.
Yes, Nikhil, and also a brief stint at the IPL level. So very experienced campaigners in this tournament. So a little bit of hold up here. With the news, Titans have been sending their batting of 1 without loss. The 2 openers in the middle. Unmuk Chan will get ready to face his first ball. And we saw Srikant Kadiri, the vice captain of the team. So a bit of hold up. I think
So yeah, just a bit of break in terms of play. Not sure what the hold-up is, but the umpires just want to make sure everything is right. Of course, first game of this tournament, want to ensure that we have everything rectified. So it may just be a technical issue. Working to get that looked at. But Lenny, as we wait and have this opportunity, we heard Roshni with a fantastic opening in terms of the tournament, what we can expect over the next 4 days. But I look around, it's not the biggest of fields. Not the biggest of fields. So I think batters will get value for their runs. It is a thickish outfield though, so I'm wondering how that comes into play. You've got the power of the likes of Barnwell and Javon Searles, as we mentioned in this game, as well as Umuk Chan on the Titans end. But I think batters will be looking to target those straight boundaries. I look at them in terms of the dimensions, and they look like those can be the real scoring options for you as a batsman.
Yes, Nikhil, certainly not one of the biggest playing field that we have seen, but you still got to play exciting cricket. So Rajan Anand has been throwing the ball again, and things are on the way. Umuk Chan will be on strike. They're 1 without loss. Titans have been sent in overcast condition here in Westchester County.
Well bowled from Rajnan, and I mean, really couldn't ask for a better start. Kurt Thompson throwing the ball to your left arm spinner inside the power play to just concede 1 off 4. But the key in all of T20 cricket is always how you finish, not how you start. So Rajnan has got to be very consistent to finish this over.
Well, this is very good bowling here as Umuk Chan gets off the mark with a single. But irrespective of what happens in this last ball, Nikhil, this has been a quality over here from Rajan Anand. We did not expect anything lesser than what he has done so far. 2 runs in this over. So Prajapati comes back into strike. He's on 1. Oh, he goes into the onside. Could pick up a couple of runs. In fact, they'll settle for 1 ball. In fact, they'll come back for 2. So a good looking attempt here from Prajapati. He picks up a couple of runs, and that concludes 1. And after 1 is 4 without loss.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtspnews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtspnews.com and stay ahead।